So we got the dark reality of clip farming, man. If y'all want some merch, catch a glitch merch, hit you can email me at number 9. Email me number 9. Link in the description, man. Dark reality of clip farming. Yeah, I could see that.
Of content. I dropped a video a little over a week ago about the art of humiliating yourself for views. Right, but in the process of making that video, I started to reflect on myself a little bit. I wanted to analyze why that video came to be. So think of this video as a director's cut that I neglected to tell you guys about. And while I did bring up the importance of loving yourself and questioning the mental health of these content creators that we watch, I didn't fully understand why I was able to make a video like that. Why could I enjoy content that is self-deprecating in nature? Upon realizing this, I thought of Etika, a content creator who met a tragic end. But before he passed, it was common knowledge that Etika's mental health was not taken as seriously as it could have been. And that's exactly the issue. Clip farming is part of a larger dilemma on social media. That dilemma being that we are becoming increasingly desensitized. Clip farming and these content creators constantly taking themselves as jokes is causing viewers to become more comfortable with laughing at them and also more skeptical about the content we see. So yeah, this video is clearly about the dark side of clip farming, but I also want to use this video to introduce a few other thoughts that I had, and these thoughts will be elaborated on in a future video. So this won't just be me talking about Dabo being a chopped guy or whatever, or even reiterating the same points from that video. I do want to keep it fresh, even if the video is still along those same lines. This started because my friends had seen the clip of Dabo crying walking out of the gym after he played basketball.
Little kids on him.
My friends were feeling bad for him after this clip, but I quickly stepped in to say that,
oh yeah, go ahead.
This is a set up scenario. This is merely another attempt at a viral clip. Dabo is the Frank Ocean crying kid after all.
I would never cry to a Frank Ocean song. Let's be honest. I am a man.
I may be younger, but I look after you.
That fake ass cry. That's how he blew up.
And that same kid that cried to Frank Ocean is a kid with the ability to cry on command. He's clearly clip farming, and this obviously doesn't make him feel any way.
Stable.
Right?
Yes, it do.
That's what I told my friends, and they obviously said, but still, he's crying. We should feel bad. Something in me told me that that's just a bunch of bullshit. Dabo is a known clip farmer. He's known for constantly partaking in humiliation rituals. Why would I suddenly...
My bad. And that's what we getting at. Just because somebody participating, they doing it, later on, we might be like, okay, it's for views. But it get to a certain point where that shit start fucking with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even when you hear people say, oh, it's just for content, it's just for content, you can hide a lot behind that. You don't know how I feel right now. You don't know. I feel I'm just chilling right now. But like, somebody could be standing right in front of you and feel sad and mad and broken, and you would never know how they truly feel within, bro. Even these people y'all be reacting to, well, people can read energy. You know, you can pretty much read where people energy at. But like, still though, bro, like Dabo, I'm pretty sure he felt very, very embarrassed and fucked up a lot of times during the Stream University event. And just
find myself feeling bad for another one. I came to realize this is essentially the boy who cried wolf. We all know the fairy tale about a boy who constantly lied about wolves coming. Or if you're a One Piece fan, we know how Usopp kept crying about pirates despite it being a lie. That's why when the wolves eventually did appear, the boy met a tragic end. Well, at least in some versions. But do you see what I'm getting at? Clip farming is essentially the streamer's version of the boy who cried wolf. We as the townsfolk or viewers get increasingly more desensitized to the cries of the streamer.
Stop giving a f about my life. You know, back then I was still getting caught chopped, and it hurted me, bro. I was like, what can I do to be an evil villain? So I became even more chopped. I stopped giving a fuck, because if nobody can care about me, why would I care about myself? I had to become the shadows. You know, I was wondering, what is young Dabo good at? I'm not good at nothing.
That's a crazy thing to say, bro. This internet is crazy. This is why it's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I told you that, but I'll be your personal trainer, mentor. You can hit me up, bro. I got you, bro. I'll be a good mentor for you, bro. When it comes to like mentality, keeping your head strong and just having that not give a fuck mentality, I've been where you at, bro. Like, I've never been this low frequency, But like I've been to the point where I didn't love myself. I remember that. And it didn't feel good. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You have to know thyself. And Dabo does not know thyself.
I might as well become the face of Chopped. So now we're facing reality. It's just me against myself. I'm the villain.
One might call this a humiliation ritual or clip farm, but to me, I think it's a peek into the psyche of young Dabo.
Yeah,
constantly being called chopped online has had adverse effects on him. It probably does hurt, but he also jokes around with being chopped. And the account that made the chop stare joke is one of Dabo's accounts. Clips like these contribute to the jokes, despite them clearly affecting Dabo, which just further expresses that point. And this is what I mean. I know he said he leaned into it because people called him it, but it just desensitizes his viewers. It makes them used to this Dabo, a Dabo that cracks jokes about being chopped, a Dabo that is a clown. Now I do want to talk a bit about Etika, because much like Dabo, people joked about him. People found
crazy. I just paused that at a weird ass time. My bad.
His crash outs and his issues funny. Now I can't speak with certainty, but some people think Etika's community or fans were the reason he went off the deep end. A lack of consideration and care when it came to him. The thing is, Etika was self-aware of his chat, and according to him, he considered them an unrestricted army of niggas.
Here's the thing, right? I want to share with y'all something, because I was looking at one of my reaction videos from the other day. It was the JonTron one, right? And you know, just Etika John. Let me see here. JonTron reaction or whatever, I don't know, but this is the most recent one that came out, and bro, the shit that the chat gets in this video is so hilarious. Look at the comments of this shit.
Right now,
the chat is as toxic as ever, right?
My burnout root.
Niggas are like, yeah, pretty much. Glad to know that the Flex Tape products are a lot less toxic than his chat. Like, nigga, y'all be getting some fucking hate. But the thing is, like, when other people come around to the channel, right? I guess we do things so different here that they don't really expect to see like an unrestricted army of niggas.
And that's what I mean. While Dabo definitely hasn't reached this point, and even in my video you can see his community was grilling him for it, the bottom line is that the general public are making jokes out of him. This normalized toxicity, this environment where these types of jokes are accepted, mark a bad precedent. It's okay to keep prodding the bear. It's okay to keep joking, because even if the streamer looks like they're suffering, it's just a joke. And remember, the streamers themselves make the jokes. They know the chat is toxic, so it's okay. But really it's not. In Etika's case, it got to the point of a breakdown on stream with his friend accompanying him.
You know what? No lies get no replies. For the first time, get no replies. For the first and the last, I'm going to address this, and I will never say anything again. Oh, shit. Stop donating to Etika. He's using us for money. Oh shit. Oh wait, that's what you were. Oh shit. What the fuck? Who is that nigga? You know how fucking angry that makes me. Stop this, Kobe. Move. I'm gonna tell you something right fucking now. All right?
What provoked this was his chat basically saying he's doing it for the money. Now I will commend Etika, because real nigga, you can tell he loved this shit. He loved content creating, and that's beautiful. But this reaction ain't normal. It's actually quite alarming and very telling on where his mental is. You get trolled, you get criticized. It's part of the job when you're a creator. But reacting like this isn't. When you look at the chat, they're eating this shit up, finding it entertaining. But it's just depressing.
LMAO. Let me tell y'all something, bro. A lot of people are energy vampires in this world, and it will drain your energy. And this is something I'll tell Dabo if he's my personal trainer. A lot of people feed off of you not glowing up. Feed off of you. It's not even that deep, bro. A lot of people have underdeveloped brains as well. When it comes to TikTok, I'll be having to realize that it's a bunch of kids on there. So I got to throw out 90% of the comments. 90% of the comments are just some youngins. You feel me? So of course they're gonna hear you and be like, you're yapping. It makes sense now. Or a 13, 12-year-old who just started listening to drill rap or some shit, he gonna be like, shut up, you a lame. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some shit like that. But you thinking it's like a motherfucker who opinion, even if it was somebody, I don't respect nobody opinion. I don't care. I don't care if it was somebody that was a factor, or I don't care who it was. You feel me? But the fact that it's just youngins, like, even more, I'm really gonna play it off, because it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The comments will get to you. It doesn't matter who you are, bro. You have thousands and thousands and thousands of people every day commenting on what the fuck you saying, what you doing, and just hella shit, bro. It's irritating. And this shit is not genuine neither. Like, you could tell it ain't genuine. That's why I be like, bro, even when you do get positive comments, it be like, man, how the fuck I know you ain't leaving a negative comment tomorrow? So fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get, for real.
But this highlights exactly what I'm trying to get across today. The continued desensitization of content is leading us to more Etikas. Now, God forbid anything like this happens to Dabo. I don't want it to be another boy who cried wolf, okay? I don't want to see another content creator expressing genuine emotions or expressing genuinely alarming behavior, and then by the time we realize they were serious, it was too late. Clip farming is an action done in the pursuit of content, and I can prove it. So I'll end this section with this. Love yourself fully and wholly, and have clear boundaries on what's cool in your content and what isn't. Don't indulge in the shit that allows you to be spectacle. Don't let your chat or community become unrestricted, because when you're suffering, they won't be there to uplift you. You'll just be another show. So that's just my yapping. That being said though, let's talk about chasing clips. So the thing with clips is that it's a very, 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 very good way to get recognized and to get recognition. So if you want to have eyes on you, just go for the clips, my nigga. Now obviously clips aren't an inherently bad thing. We all like a good clip. The issue starts when you have people doing stunts that get increasingly wilder to chase them. And when you keep doing crazy things as content, you have the subconscious desire, or you subconsciously feel as if you need to keep topping what you did last time for the clip. Then you combine this with the fact that the clips are your way to stardom. Now you have a whole bunch of people acting like menaces because they think it's their chance out of the hood. And with this recent Zoe Spencer bullshit, that's exactly what's been going on. And even she said it herself.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny, and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. And I see that what I did came off all wrong.
I already know Zoe fake masculine.
And it's on me. I
with her
take full
fine ass. That's the thing, bro. I already knew Zoe was fake masculine with her fine ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, bro, the clips be getting to people's head. The clips be like, look, I just opened my Instagram and somebody said, you spiritually clapped, picking a side. They don't even know you. Like, I opened my Instagram, they said, bro, cut your hair. Your locks are ugly. Let me see. If I look on there all day, it'd be shit that I could just be like, it'd like,
no,
damn,
Zoe,
you know what I'm saying?
didn't come off wrong. You S8'd him. Not kind of, but literally, you S8'd him and your friend helped restrain him so you could do so. You guys are both extremely weird and nobody should accept this apology. She was trying to be funny for the stream though, and that's what I mean. This is chasing clips, chasing content. You chase these clips and you do wilder things for them, and this is the end goal. Now I know this probably seems crazy because DH, what do you mean she S8'd Saeed because she chased the clip? Are you crazy? Listen, it's not just her. Micah Delaboo, for example, and actually hold on, bruh. Y'all know who Lil RT is, right? Literally the most exploited baby boy on the internet. That is a black baby.
He did what he did. That nigga had a 20v1 for a bunch of 10-year-old kids dancing and shit. This nigga's so flukied out, and I guarantee you he still be having women with children on his platform and shit like that supporting this nigga. You ain't finna watch the little weird shit he got going on. Y'all can look at that arc on your own. Let's go to the Rakai arc. I don't even want to see that shit. Nigga be making hella money off of straight
epidemic, where people are copying other streamers to go viral. Off the top of my head, Rakai, aka Kai Cenat's son, and honestly, bro, this had to be some type of talent scout stylist because Kai Cenat literally put him on.
Kai Cenat, no, feel me? Like, why you love the Kai Cenat? Like, yo, this is like so just cool and just like, wow, man.
But yo, how does Rakai know all my mannerisms, bro? Like, dude, it gets to a point, dude. Like,
and you just have Kai Cenat, who's already pretty annoying. He yells and has a lifestylist. Nothing about him is real.
Fiend! 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 Get out!
And then you have Lil Cenat mirroring it. And let me be clear, obviously this isn't as bad as the other shit, but it's still corny and has its own downsides. Right. Number one, not everybody is gonna make it, so just being a clone is not gonna get you out the hood. Nope. And it seems like cloning stuff is reaching everybody. Even Plackboy Max has a clone.
Real will be one of the biggest shits ever. I know.
Realist Don speaks on haters and people with allegations.
Niggas hate on me every day. I can do the simplest shit ever and still get hated on, but that's the thing though. Hate fuels success.
If y'all not paying attention, he's literally like trying to make his mouth move and talk like he trying to act like another man. And that's some of the shit Max used to have in the background. But I don't know though, because that might not be true, because somebody will watch me or they'll watch T Banks or somebody, they be like, you're trying to sound like Solo and you're trying to sound like this person. It's like, no, the fuck I'm not. The fuck? But you know, certain lingos get picked up if you watching somebody, so you might be like influenced subconsciously, right? But I have my own personal brand. I have my own mind. I have my own experiences that form me the way I am. Just because you might get a corner of somebody saying, oh, that's tough or something like that, or they speaking a certain, okay, it might be an influence there, right? But everybody gets influenced by multiple things in life. That's just one corner of influence. All these things make you, right? But when you taking somebody else's personality and trying to be like, chat, and you acting like them, it's like you're clip farming.
And niggas with dead ass hate on me forever. Just because they see somebody doing something and instantly will get on their dick.
And for the record, to you, Mr. Max clone, nobody's just hating to hate. Just keep it 100. You dead ass have Max's look, the way he speaks, and his freaking mannerisms down to a T. That's weird as fuck. And by the way, I ain't forget White Boy M, but once again, just gonna elaborate on this in a different video. I do think fundamentally there is something wrong when you're willing to discard who you are at your core in the pursuit of notoriety and fame and money. Yeah, so while being a clone doesn't compare to essaying someone for content or getting a literal in your video, it's still bad in its own way. But that's the dark reality of clip farming. Feel as if we don't have many open discussions on the ramifications of pursuing content and its effects on the youth, so I wanted to start it. So with that being said though, the art of humiliating yourself for views part 2 will be dropping soon for surely. I really want to come back to it because I got a lot of new stuff to say. But if you enjoyed this,
to everybody that's watching this video, bro, don't humiliate yourself for no views, because it ain't worth it, bro. Views don't equal money. Views don't equal money. You have to learn how to transmute the views to money first, and that's not easy, but it's doable. But yeah though, man,